Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. In this technical analysis of the stock market video, I call it whiplash because I feel like that's exactly what the market's been doing to us over the last couple of weeks. And I'm going to talk about why here in just a minute. We're going to focus on the Dow Industrials and the Russell 2000 ETF IWM today, look at a couple of indicators, and then take a look at gold and silver and see what the heck are they doing. All right, so here's the side-by-side on the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ composite. The Dow was up 833, the S&P up 143, and the NASDAQ composite up 481. So big, strong, bullish moves in here. Not purely bullish engulfing, because to be engulfing, you need to open below the close of the prior week and close above the open and completely engulf the body. We didn't quite do that, but we're going to drill down and take a look at the daily and then the 65-minute chart on the Dow and the Russell. Let's just start off. I want to look at the ETF dashboard here also. So look at this. This week, all 16 sectors up and 0 down. Last week, we were exactly the opposite, 0 up and 16 down. When was the last time we had 0 up and 16 down? Guess. It was right here. The week of August 7th. Okay, Sunday, August 7th. That week was the last time we had all 16 sectors up and 0 down. And then we rolled over and headed south. And then here we go. We come down, had all 16 down and 0 up. And then here we are, all 16 back up and 0. So are we getting ready to roll over and head down? I think we could be very close, and if not right there in terms of the high that achieved on Friday, and we'll take a look at it and I'll show you why. So pretty good case of whiplash. Let's go back and take a look over here. Actually, I want to go to the Dow first. Let me pull that up. Okay, I'm having issues there. Okay, here we go. My data providers give me, it's either my software or the data providers give me a little bit of issues here on Sunday morning, so I'll try to avoid that. All right, so one of the things I looked at is just look at here from the end of August 30th, and where are we? We're right in here, so right about here. And I was looking at, let's look at it right here. Here's August 30th. Okay, so from the close on August 30th to the low right here, we dropped 571 points from close to low. Back to intraday high the very next day, up 807 points. Then to the low the very next day, down 979. Then in a 3-day rally to the high, up 1,180 points. Down 571, up 807, down 979, up 1180. You know, yeah, I would say we're experiencing a pretty good case of whiplash right now. So here's the Elliott Wave picture. Here's what I think is happening. We have wave 1 down. Now I'm talking about of intermediate wave 3. Here's the first wave down. Now, is this minor wave 1 or is this minute wave 1? It doesn't really matter. For my initial purposes, I'm calling it minute wave 1. Depending on how big these waves end up getting, we may relabel it to be minor 1. But right now, minute wave 1 down. And it's interesting that we close right at the trend line from the low of intermediate wave 1 in the B wave. So now we've gotten a bounce back up. We've retraced almost 38.2%. So the way I've got this labeled, I've got this, that minute wave 1 ended at the low on September 6th. Now, what I like about this is when I look at the labeling, I like nice deep retracement for wave 2 or sharp retracement, sideways for wave 4. And, you know, it's an expanded flat in here. And then we come down and finish off wave 1. I like the fact that I got divergence between waves 3 and 5 in here. Actually, you know, it was a part of the B wave in here, but you understand what I'm talking about. And then here's the other thing. When we come back up in terms of what we're doing in here, we got either a zigzag complete, or the alternate count is that this is wave A. And so what I mean by that, it could be that this is A, then B, then C, and we become a deeper corrective wave 2 that goes to 50 to 61.8% up into this zone possibly, okay? How are we going to know? Well, the only way you're going to know for sure is when the price action comes down. I'll be watching to see when do we take these lows out here, the B wave. And then for sure, when you take out the September 1 lows, you know you're underway in terms of the third wave to the downside. So this is the alternate count. This is what I've got as preferred count. I like the fact that we've gotten, on the hourly view, we've gotten overbought in here. So now what kind of move down do we get on Monday and into the start of the week next week? Okay, so that's where we're at with the Dow. Let's take a look at the Russell 2000. Okay, the Russell 2000 is similar, but not quite. Okay, so it didn't quite get to the trend line that I showed you on the Dow Industrials. I've also got Manu Wave 1 right here ending on September 1 versus September 6. Now, it could be, so this is kind of an alternate view. It could be that it ended right here, but when I looked at the Russell, I liked the way this laid out a little bit better. So let's just take a look at it. It's something to think about, that this is a possibility in terms of an alternate way of counting the waves down in here. And in part of what drove me in this is the way this move right here looks to me like a clear three-wave move, okay? So this couldn't be a fifth wave, it couldn't be a first wave, whatever. It's a three-wave move, so that told me it was a part of a corrective pattern. And yeah, we have a 3, 3, and then we got a 5-wave move up here for wave C, which is exactly what you're looking for in an expanded flat type pattern that we've got. And now on the Russell, we did correct almost exactly to 38.2%. We're overbought. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for this thing to come down starting this coming week, close this gap, and head south. Where is this going to be confirmed? When we take out the September lows, here just a few days ago. Okay, so actually it's going to be right in here, the September 6 lows. Okay, so that is the picture on the Russell 2000. That's what we're looking at. Let's take a look at a couple of our indicators. Okay, so here's the percent of stocks above their 200-day moving average on the S&P 500. So you can see it's mirroring the 3-day bounce that we got in the indices in here. And we've had the moving average cross to the downside. What's the bigger picture? Okay, here's how it's been trending down. I find this kind of interesting. How, yeah, we had the moving average cross, and then, we got this sharp pullback. It looks similar to what happened back in April. Moving average cross, sharp pullback, and then we reverse back down real hard, okay? And when did that start? Right on April 21st. So it's going to be really interesting. Is that what we're in for this coming week? We'll see. But that's where we're at. We have not gotten above the 50% level. And to me, if we were to get above the 50% level, and especially get the 21-day moving average back above the 50% level, then that's going to tell me that something a little bit more major to the upside is underway, but we're not getting any indication of that at all right now. Everything is definitely to the downside. Okay, so that is the percent of stocks above their 200-day moving average. I want to take a look at the short-term trading index. We call it the TRIN, okay, the NYSE TRIN. Let me zoom in on this. Okay, so the reading on the TRIN on Friday at the close was 0.44. Pretty low reading, okay? You got to go all the way back over here August 10th as we were getting close to the peak of mid-August. We had a reading of 0.44, 0.4396 exactly, okay? So what is this telling us? This is showing us that there was quite a bit of bullish activity and volume, et cetera, that kicked in, going into the close and at the end of the 3-day move that we just had in here. So this is a sign that, I think that the bullishness may be peaking. So it's just kind of confirming again a little bit of the the whiplash effect that we had. We're peaking where we are with the Elliott Wave count. So that's what the trend is telling us right now. Now, the 10-day moving average is not giving us an extreme. We got that back over here. And if I were to go, let's go back to the SPX. Got a problem. Okay, here's what I wanted to show you right here where this down arrow is. That's where that 10-day moving average of the trend gave us an extreme reading. Okay, so we're not getting that on the 10-day right now, but short-term wise, we're getting pretty good bullish, kind of sentiment, I guess, for lack of a better term, coming out of the trend. The little down red arrows and the green up arrows are my short-term thrust indications that I get. Okay, so let's take a look at gold and silver. Okay, so here's GLD, the gold ETF, up 84 cents on Friday, up 56 cents for the week. Now, I've really, as I've said before, I've struggled with, really was trying to thinking gold was going to try to go up and rally. And it may short term, a lot of people are looking at some sentiment indicators and saying, hey, this thing should be rallying, et cetera, et cetera. The problem is price is not accommodating it, okay? So I think what's going on, this is the long weekly picture. I think we're working our way to the downside. And so far it seems to be playing out. Now, what's interesting is look at this big, what I call huge sideways range that GLD's been in since the high in August 2020. We haven't really broken down out of that range yet, okay? But this is what I'm watching for. Are we going to do this? Are we getting some kind of ending diagonal pattern for the 5-wave C to complete this very large flat that's going on? Okay, that's what I'm watching for. I really thought we were going to get some kind of zigzag in here, but we just haven't rallied. And when I look at silver, look at what SLV's done. It's broken down out of its sideways range. So is silver leading the precious metals, down the path? I mean, is it carving out the path that gold will then eventually follow? Not sure, but this is what I'm getting right now. Here's what's happening with silver. Now, we got a pretty good bounce this last week. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it was up 29 cents on Friday, up 75 cents for the week. But I'm just a little bit skeptical. Let's put it that way. I'm a little bit skeptical in terms of the move, in terms of what we're getting, in terms of calling for this to be a rally. We were looking at this, and I thought, well, coming off this, are we going to get an A, B, C? And then all of a sudden we come down, we take out the July lows. Well, that's not very bullish price action, in my opinion. So that's where we're sitting. Continue to monitor this. We look at this every day. We'll see where this goes. But right now, it seems like silver is leading to the downside. Okay, that is the picture for this week. If you felt like the video was helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, hit that little subscriber button. And if you'd like more of this information on a regular basis, head on over to joehenches.net. Check out the website, check out the membership. Everyone have a great week. We'll talk to you on the next video.